first, I really didn't know what to talk about, but I think what I really want to talk about today is just like, excuse me, I'm coming down with the, or not coming down, but I'm getting over a cold. So like, if I sound a little stuffy, I apologize. Um, but what I want to talk about today is like, I was talking to one of my family members, and um, she was saying how she wanted to start a podcast, and she's very nervous. And it's crazy to think that like somebody that's like close to you and your family is like thinking the same thing. And she's like, excuse me, I'm very like nervous to start. Um, I don't want to be perceived. But I think I made like a video, like a couple of videos, like maybe two videos um on my channel. I forgot, not maybe, I don't know. But anyways, and I was just talking about like how like you just have to like start and like go and see where things take off. For the longest time, like I don't like to be perceived at all. I don't like people knowing my name or anything about me. So doing this was like a lot for me. And I think in my previous video that I made, I talk about just like giving yourself time. And I think with that time, also you will figure out like what you like and what you don't like, what goes with you, what doesn't go with you. I think it's again important to be by yourself, not for an extended long time, but like just for a couple months, maybe, a couple of weeks. But I just want to tell people like I want to tell people and whoever's watching this, like, just go for your dreams, go for whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, we are all human, and it's so like easy to say that, but it's very hard to like remember that, because when you're like doing something for the first time, you think you have to have this whole thing figured out. When I was thinking about doing YouTube, I was very nervous. Again, I don't like to be perceived. I don't like people looking at me. Um, I was like, I want everything to be perfect. And realistically, no one is perfect and it's not going to be perfect. You see videos like this one and probably other ones saying, like, just start, just start. And it's very true. Just start no matter what. Like, again, it's not going to be how you want it to be in your head, but eventually you will get there. We have to stop being like mean to ourselves, but that also means to stop being like so judgmental to others as well too, right? Because it is true, when you judge other people, you don't realize when you start to venture out and want to do your own endeavors, like, dang, like the same judgment I was giving to somebody else, someone is probably doing the same thing to me, and it doesn't feel good, right? Because that person is just trying, that's it. And I'd rather be somebody that says, yeah, I tried to do X, Y, and Z and it didn't work out. But at least I tried, or I tried. Now let's do it again and do it different this time, right? Um, yeah, I don't know. It's again, it's easy to say you're gonna do this and the other and yada yada yada, but like to actually put into action is something else. And I think too, when you get comfortable doing nothing and comfortable putting ideas in your head and not going for it, that's when like you do lack discipline. You do lack motivation. I had somebody tell me today, like, oh yeah, you don't really have that much motivation. I'm like, okay. Or, you're not very, very organized, and I can say that because like I have so many ideas. Um, so many ideas, but because I'm a person that like wants to do everything and I know I can, I just gotta write them down. But again, I don't, write things down. I don't execute them. So I'm trying to become a better advocate for myself. Like if I'm wanting to do a channel, or if I'm wanting to start a business, or I'm wanting to buy a new car, whatever, I have to have these goals and set. I have to like be like, okay, this is my plan. Otherwise, it's always going to be just like a goal of mine or a dream of mine, you know? And we get so comfortable doing that. So, um, not comfortable, maybe comfortable, maybe easy, I don't know, but like that's just for me though, you know? Excuse me. My goodness. But yeah, it was very just like eye opening when I heard that, like, oh, I'm starting this podcast. And it's just like she was once where I was at like a year ago, you know. And granted, I made some videos like a year ago, I believe. And I was like, I'm gonna continue doing it, but then, you know, it was excuse after excuse, you know, and also just being like, I don't want to be on camera, you know, what is it people gonna say? But I just made this channel to just talk because I do like to talk. And when there's no one listening, I hope whoever is listening understands what I'm trying to say or can relate or connect with me. That's why I made this channel, honestly, just to kind of like, this is me, you know, and whoever gravitates towards me, this is my authentic self. Because I also mentioned that too. I was like, you know, I do have a time talking fast. Um, And I think that was not even I think that was one of the reasons as well why I didn't make a channel, because I'm like, I talk fast, you know, like what if no one understands me, or like what if they don't want to watch anymore because I talk fast. And I have to realize that that is one of my flaws, and and it can change, you know, I can change that. I can just slow down, pronunciate everything in a sentence and continue. And if I mess up, or if I do, you know, have a burst of energy and I'm talking fast, like that is okay. It's a part of being human, right? It's a part of like just being me. That's it. And I think I was telling her, not even I think I was telling her like that's just me and I'm being my authentic self. That's it. That's all I can do. Because imagine me getting up here and being like makeup done, you know, and to kudos to everybody who does that, you know, but I'm just saying like imagine me just putting myself into a position where I'm not being myself. I think that would come off more of like, oh, I see that, you know, like I do love wearing makeup and I do love looking nice, but like, am I going to do that all the time? No. This is me. Um, I'm being myself. That's it, you know, like, and when I did put makeup on and got ready and all that, I think it was more of like a, not a front. What is it called? Like, I definitely channeled somebody else, like a not an alter ego, but like it's not even that. I think it's just I channeled somebody who I really wasn't. Like I was like, yeah, you know, like I don't know, I was just acting different. I was like looking back at that video, I mean I posted it, it's up on my channel, but like looking at it I was like, girl, um yeah, I don't know, it was just, yeah, it was just funny how that just you know, transpired. And I love hearing people say like, oh, they were nervous because like again, we're all nervous to start something new, you know? So don't feel bad about starting a business, channel, TikTok, anything, you know? Like nobody really cares, to be honest. Like I made my last video, I said what I said. I didn't even honestly watch it back. I was like, you know what? This is good. And oh, actually no, I did watch it back. I'm lying. I did watch it back to make sure like I can understand what I'm saying, you know? And it made sense somewhat because my mind again kind of goes everywhere. But I like watched it, added what I needed to add in the video, and I just posted it, uploaded it. That's it. If you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you don't. Keep scrolling. Like that's one thing my sister told me, you know, like some people are if they like you, if they're meant to be in your life, um, they'll stick around. If they don't, then leave them alone. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I grew up trying to be perfect, you know, and when you're trying to strive away from that, you have to realize that that is not how life should be um lived. because no one's perfect. And we're all working on something. So yeah, yeah. Just have fun with whatever you create, and don't shy back from like who you are. Just like me, just like my cousin, just like my sisters, close friends that I know, and anybody who's watching this, we are all trying to we all are trying to accomplish something in our lives, whether that is going to school for something, building something, painting a project, um, or painting like whatever. We're all trying to just accomplish something in our lives, and I think we have to be more just kinder. That's it, with each other, and give people grace. I always heard that, like, let them have grace, and I was like, what? But now I know what they mean, because when it's the shoe is flipped on you, that's when it's like, oh, now I know what this person meant by that. Let people just live, because at the end of the day, we all just here just for our freedom. That's it, our freedom, and to just have fun. I mean, mine is the other stuff, that we deal with, but that's pretty much it. Like, we just want freedom. We want to have fun. We're all like adults, but excuse me, we're all kids trapped in adult bodies. And it's true. Like, it really is. A lot of us are still trying to figure out life and figure out like what is best for us, and what avenues do we go down, and my goodness, excuse me. Um so yeah, give people a break and have fun with this, like, I'm gonna watch this back and probably like, oh, or add something in here, add something funny. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know what I'll do, but like, what I'm trying to tell you, whoever's listening to this, is just like, just go with the flow. Know what you want to do. Don't let people mess up what you have going on for yourself. Again, I don't like being perceived, but I'm taking a big step in my life. And so if I can do it, anybody can do it, honestly. Like, and again, it's easier said than done. I definitely get that, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, yada yada yada, and then like years later, here I am. But like, I did it, right? So again, you can do it too, and it's whatever you put your mind to. So I am peacing out. Bye.